Hi, welcome back for Tip Tuesday. Today's tip is about thigh stretch on the mat. There are a few caveats with thigh stretch. If you have knee problems, you probably don't want to do this exercise. I'm going to be showing it with the ring and without the ring so that you can see the different ways you can do it. I really love to introduce thigh stretch on the Cadillac. It's a nice way of doing it, but most people don't have access to the Cadillac at home. So when I do it on the mat, it's usually more an advanced class. Just keep that in mind. What you want to do with thigh stretch is line yourself up so that your knees are hip width apart. You can have your feet in line with your knees, or you can have your feet touching. When you use the ring, you're going to want to have your feet touching. You're going to angle this back, and honestly, setting the ring up is the setup is some of the biggest challenge. The exercise is less. But you have the handle of the ring against your heels and the other handle just underneath your sits bones, sort of the panty line of your pants. You want to stay nice and lifted, and you're going to be really open. The reason I love teaching thigh stretch is it really teaches the lift of the powerhouse and the length of the thighs that you want to start to work on, especially when you're riding. The arms are going to come out in front of you, and you're going to scoop your powerhouse up, so you're going to feel a lot of flexion in your core. And where you're going to start is by gently bringing the shape back. So you want to think the line from your ear, your shoulder, your hip, and your knee all stays straight. And you start to hinge back into your ring. And then you scoop your powerhouse and you come up. Depending on how it feels, depends on how far back you're going to go. But I always tell people it's a progressive exercise. So less is more. Start gently and come into it. And then if you feel confident, you can get longer through the front of your body and more lifted in your powerhouse. And come up. So that's what it looks like with the ring. If you're going to do it without the ring, it's the same thing. You just don't have the support of the ring. You want to make sure you're really wrapping and lifting through the front of the hips. Soften your ribs, arms in front, eyes in front, and you're going to press forward and up. So it feels sort of like your thighs lift to take you back. And then you come up, right? And same thing. You're going to do a little bit. You might go a little more. And then you might check your ultimate length. It is work on the thighs, so don't be surprised that you feel your thighs. What you don't want to feel is pain in the knee. So if you've experienced knee pain, this might not be for your knees, and that's okay. It is much better to try it if you have the magic circle with the circle first and practice with that for a little while before you take the circle away. I hope you enjoy the exercise. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. It's a great way, remember, to lift the powerhouse and lengthen those thighs, working on more control through your seat. Hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next week for Tip Tuesday.